We are live back on YouTube. I should have done Twitch, because I'm actually kind of hoping there's not too many people, but either way, it's fine. This might end up being a short stream.
It is time for this.
And that's the thing, sometimes I don't know based on how I feel, how much time I have. Hey, a TV show's technically only a half hour, and minus commercials, it's only like 22 or 23 minutes long. We'll just sort of see how it goes. I've already been in queue for a battleground for like over 11 minutes, so I mean at any point I'm probably going to get a battleground queue. The hell is going on there?
Do not concern yourself with
Wow, I am concerned.
We have far more
Don't you worry about what I'm doing. Yeah, we'll give this a shot for a bit. It's the same old crap every day that I play this game. But it's just so fun. At least for me it is. We'll just wait and see what happens. Probably pop at any point. I might skip, to be honest, the regular battleground, and I might actually opt in for the Elite, which is an 80-man PvP battleground. Feralis Hinterland. Yeah, let's do it again. It's the same old routine, but wait, not Duskwood. Hinterland, sorry. And we'll see what's going on over there. I want to make sure I take the right portal here. Yeah, we'll go to the Hinterlands. We'll see what's going on over here and in Hillsbrad Foothills. I don't know, there's just something about, you know, streaming, relaxing, listening to the WoW music. Let's do, maybe a little bit like this. Oh, that's the sound effects, right. How did I generally have that? Right around there, I think. Well, let me just try a move. Yeah, that way it's not too loud, but you can still kind of hear it. So we'll just fly around for a little bit. Like I said, I might skip the regular battleground. I've already been in here 15 minutes. I'm hoping in the next 5 I could probably get an epic battleground. I'm going to refresh the page. Yesterday I had like 7 people within 30 seconds. Now there's nobody in here. And I mean, that happens from day to day, right? It just kind of literally shows you from one day to the next it can drastically change. And I'll keep doing these live streams. Because like I said, whether there's anybody in here or not, I'm still going to play the game. You know what I mean? I'm still going to do this whether I'm live or not. The only difference might be that I might game a little bit less. Maybe focus a little bit more on some other things, like maybe a couple more uploads, or maybe I'll play an extra hour of guitar a day kind of thing. But apart from that, that's why it doesn't really matter either which way. Plus, to be honest, when there's only a few people in here, it's a lot more relaxing than when there's like a ton of people. But we already got 6 playbacks, so there's a couple people that know I'm live and in action. And with the expansion coming out next month, I mean, that is going to be so much fun. Yeah, just cruising around. Wow. Let's see. Anyone need a quick hand? With a quest? While I'm in. It happens sometimes. Not too often, especially not in retail now that the game's a lot easier, but sometimes some people have a bit of an issue. Oh, there we go. Ah, good thing I'm leaving that one. I left my queue. Oh well, whatever. Kind of got trolled there, but it doesn't really matter because I'm actually hoping to do the epic one. I'll re-queue for a normal one in case somehow that pops before, but I really want to do an epic one. Ah, yes, Hillsbrad. Hey, Ian, how's it going? It's always nice to have at least one person in the stream, so it doesn't feel like I'm talking to myself. How's your day so far? Been in queue for a little bit there. No, we got some people cruising around. I've already been in queue for Battleground for a long time, so it shouldn't be a long wait for one of those. I dropped out of a normal Battleground, the smaller Battlegrounds, that's like up to 20 to 30 people. Opted for the 80-man Battleground. I was trying to help someone out, but they semi-trolled me. They're like, I do. I said, okay, then my Battleground popped and I clicked on queue, or exit queue. So I quit the Battleground for them. Being out of the queue, and then they're like, oh, I was just kidding. And I'm like, this is World of Warcraft. One of the main staples to my live streams, or what I want it to be. For real? Yeah, I guess we all make those mistakes sometimes. I don't even see what happened, but I think he killed him. I mean, it happens. Enemy players, right? It's a PvP server. But a lot of the people, they're pretty decent. I mean, they might kill a lower level player, but they usually don't, like, you know, aggressively attack. Yeah, no problem. Like, they usually won't gank or anything like that, like, repeatedly. I know sometimes people need help with this guy. Holy cow. What's he attacking? Bam! Now that was some crazy shit right there. There we go. Anyone need a quick hand with a quest? By any chance? Yeah, so see, that helped them out. I probably won't do good against that mage. I'm like a tank. But, yeah, the game is so easy. I mean, look at him. Look at this guy. It's pretty fast. Just bang, bang. They're all in heirlooms. Everybody's decked out in heirlooms. You know? I can just kick the crap out of anything to make it go a little bit. Ivar shoos you away. What a fucking jerk off. Oh, he's probably pissed off because he was mad. Fucking dingus. I could go in there and just kill everything. Some people are just salty little bastards. There we go. Oh, that was the guy that told me to go away. That's funny. He's probably mad. Because, you know, it made his job easier. The XP is the same and all that. It's not like it's affecting his gameplay in any way. But, you know, some people are like that. They don't want the help. Sometimes I actually only feel like doing this, to be honest, and sometimes I don't really feel like doing the battleground, but we'll just kind of wait and see. I've only been live streaming for 12 minutes. I know that it could be boring if I'm just, you know, flying around doing nothing. I really enjoy doing this, though. Sometimes I'm tempted to just do classic, but, you know, the grind is just so hard and long. I would have to almost quit everything else. It almost wouldn't be worth it. Hey, Jake, how's it going? So that's why I kind of play the retail. You know, it's quicker paced. Like I said, it's a little bit monotonous sometimes, just me flying around, not really doing much. I get that, but this game, you know, after cranking in nearly 100,000 hours into a game, not too bad. I just got a really bad headache. It's not quite a migraine, though, so I'm just kind of testing the waters. It's my first time playing a video game today. If I find that talking and staring at the light and all that kind of crap is too much, I'll just end the stream early. Not a lot of people in here anyways. Sometimes I get like around a dozen people, but that's definitely not the average. It just shows you again, eh? You could be pushing like nearly 10,000 subscribers and you could barely get 3 people in a live stream, right? It all depends why those people subscribe to you. Hey, Felix, how's it going? Like I said, not much exciting going on. I'm just, to be quite honest with you, like I said, not to complain too much. I have a pretty bad headache. It's pretty bad. Not quite migraine, but it's up there. And sometimes doing nothing. Nothing. Just kind of cruising around, chatting a little bit. Got the window open, getting some fresh air. Just kind of can be sometimes relaxing enough that it eases my headache. I might play a little bit of Madden football. There was a pretty big update, and I'm pretty excited to try out that game. So I may not do the Epic Battleground. I might go in it, but quit it, depending on if it's one that I don't like. Yeah, well, I get them often because, well, I'm just messed up. I get frequent migraines and pretty bad headaches. So they can make me pretty miserable. Like, I may not sound it, like I might not be all in like that, but I'm pretty miserable right now. It sucks always feeling like a pile of dog shit. It's really not fun. Especially when it's often. It's not just once in a blue moon. Oh, that kind of caught me off guard there for a second. Hey, Haruki, how's it going? Madden football got a huge update. Who's Boomer? Haruki's definitely not a boomer. Anyhow. We'll go around here. We'll check out the plagued lands. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm on medication, actually, for high blood pressure. That actually makes me more sensitive to the sun, to the ultraviolet rays, which I'm already fair-skinned to begin with, so I'm already sort of like by default a little bit more sensitive to the sun than most people would be, especially with the chrome dome head. When I got the sun blasting off my forehead, with all the heat. Actually, it's not even the heat, it's the UV rays. So if I glob my pumpkin head with some sunscreen, I actually end up doing okay as long as I put it on like a good 10 to 15 minutes before I go out. If I put it on, right, and then I go out too quickly and I don't give it a chance to, like, do its thing, if that makes any sense, and I go out walking for a half hour, 45 minutes, well, that first 20 minutes I'm soaking up all the UV rays. That can actually be enough to fuck me up a little bit. What about TikTok? I don't really use TikTok. I did a couple times, but... Yeah, I might not do the Battleground. I've been in queue for a half hour. For the Epic one, at least. It hasn't popped yet. I just kind of wanted to cruise around, to be honest with you. It's kind of a weird thing that I do. It's like going for a cruise around in your car in a neighborhood, right? You're going down the same old streets, it's the same old bullshit. But people love doing that. Yeah, memes can be pretty cool. So sometimes it's kind of like that for World of Warcraft, where I kind of just like cruising around even if I'm not really doing anything. It's probably a little unconventional as to what most people would do, but... Actually, I might do... Yeah, I think I am going to drop out of that Battleground. Like I said, I might go in super quick just to kind of go, hey, oh, that Battleground. And if it's a certain one, I may stick around for it. If not, I'm probably going to try to do a little bit of, like I said, depending on how long I live stream for, probably do a little bit of Madden. Predominantly because of the update. Like I said, there was a sizable update that fixed a lot of stuff, so I'm kind of curious to see how that just kind of looks and feels. Not too sure if I'll be doing NBA. Because if I do like a game of each, that's 40 minutes right there, right? And then 40 minutes, I might be gone by then. Yeah, it's pretty quiet. Man, this place brings back so many memories. With that creepy music. Looks like very like autumn-like, eh? Just has that vibe. Hello, destroyed meme. That's funny. I like memes, and then a guy comes in called Destroyed Memes. Coincidence? I think not. I am not that gullible. I'm exited. Oh, excited tomorrow because I'm getting 2K. Oh, nice. Oh, I almost forgot about that game. You know what? Piss on doing... I might do some 2K Battlegrounds. I played some a little bit earlier and I actually had a little bit more fun than I did the last time. I was trying not to be so OCD about the camera cuts. And just kind of... enjoying the game for what it is. Anyway, so it was fun. I enjoyed the game. Was it last night or this morning? I don't even remember. Last night. Hey, what's up? What's going on? Hey, Kendrick, how you doing? I'm actually not doing all that good. Got a terrible headache. Still trying to have a, you know, a decent charisma about me. so that I'm not complaining too much, but it's a pretty strong headache. It's not quite a migraine, but it's about 1 or 2 notches from a migraine. So I'm just kind of like relaxing, not really doing too much, to be honest with you. That's the regular random battleground. Nah, I really want the epic one. And like I said, I may not even do it. I might try Battlegrounds again. Oh, thanks. Oh, I don't do online stuff. I can't. It's kind of weird. I'm just really weird if you haven't noticed. Some games I'll do online and some others I refuse. Like sports games and all that kind of shit. I'm like, fuck that. If it's like Call of Duty, that's different. I'll do online Call of Duty. Online World of Warcraft. I'll do that kind of online or some co-op gameplay, like Marvel Avengers is a game I would do. But, when it comes to wrestling and hockey, football, basketball, Nick Coombs. How's it going, Nick? Have I seen you before? Nick Coombs. Trying to figure out if your name is familiar. Because generally my circle's pretty small. That I tend to remember everyone. Usually, not always. Sometimes one slips through the cracks. You know what? I'm going to go over here for a minute. I might go there. I don't know. We'll just kind of take it minute by minute. Like I said, I was really hesitant to live stream today because, you know, my headache, like I said, I didn't know how that was going to work out. But yeah, I really like that autumn orangey glow vibe from the Eastern Plaguelands. This is an original classic zone, if you will. One of the highest level zones you could get in the game. Yeah, I've been around. Most of my days are pretty chaotic to log on during. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I log on at multiple different times during the day, too. But I stopped doing that as much just because, not to be rude, I just don't get that many people in here. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like I said before, I do really enjoy doing these. But sometimes I stream at like 4 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, which is like 1 o'clock in the morning Pacific. And then whatever other time zone people could be from. You know, sometimes you get 2, 3, 4 people, and that's cool. But once in a while, you get like nobody for a half hour. And then I stick around for, oh, it's an epic. I just don't know that I want to do it. I'll enter it. We'll just kind of see which one it is. We have been blessed by the gods. It is the Alterac Valley. This is the fucking place to be. I used to AV this bitch. Or Battleground this AV. I used to Battleground AV. I can't even talk properly. Hours and hours a day. I don't think you understand how many hours I have just doing Alterac Valley. Back in the day when there was less battlegrounds and all that kind of stuff. It's an 80-man battleground. You think Call of Duty with your little 10v10 is some shit? Yeah, no. That ain't shit. Look at that. It's going to fill up there. It's going to be a 40 on 40. It's going to be a clusterfuck. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be insane. This battleground, depending on how long it takes now, it usually could take maybe 15 minutes. We'll just kind of see how it goes. Half hour in queue and I get an Alterac Valley. Oof. It's kind of hard to walk away from. I'm just saying. Yeah, so I'll do this. We'll see how long it takes and we'll just kind of go from there. Because like I said, if my headache starts increasing in intensity, I might. That's because I'm a big boy. Me drink me protein shake, come on. I'm a troll. They talk like that. See?
Ha! You call that a ship? This is a ship.
You see what me be saying, man. See what I'm saying? And that's why I'm not a voice actor. But yeah, just by general standards, the Zandalari troll. I'm literally a troll. Why is it doing that? See? My name there? There it is. Zandalari troll. That's literally what I am. It's in my blood to be a troll. Literally. And figuratively. So anyways, I drink a potion that you get from archaeology. It's called Vicryl Drinkenhorn. And it swells you up everywhere. You know what I'm saying? 33% to be exact. You get a 1/3 boost, so 33.3 repeating. So that makes you taller, girthier, and everything. But even to begin with, they're a pretty big race. So when I go into like my cat form or my bear form, I really stand out. That way I can always see my character in a huge clusterfuck of people. If there's... Because there's 80 people in here, right? It's like a big, massive train wreck here. See, look at that. You see all the Alliance, they're zooming off to the side. Look at that. Look how monstrous that is, and I'm still rocking that 60 frames. Gotta take towers. This is so much better. Notice how I did the parentheses thing than doing Call of Duty. But of course that's subjective. Waiting a half hour to get into a match is not really fun. Call of Duty, you get into a match in less than 30 seconds, never mind 30 minutes. But unfortunately... See how big my character is? No matter how many people are around me with their wings and fireballs, I can visually see my character. I'll get rid of that drinking horn buff and I'll show you how much smaller it gets. See how much smaller I am? Where am I? I'm somewhere lost in the mix. I'll drink my protein shake and I swell right up. Like, it's really hard for me to get lost in the crowd. Some of the other races are a lot smaller, like Gnome, Goblin. But yeah, like I said, when people think of me in live streams, this is one of the main games I want to be remembered for. And even with all the spells going on, I'm still rocking 60 frames, which is pretty nice. It's just very enjoyable for me, at least, because there's just so much going on. You gotta take the bunkers, you gotta protect them, otherwise the opposing faction can come and click on that banner to reclaim the tower. Taking down the tower debuffs the bosses, so that they don't have as much health and hit as hard. Like, there's a lot of strategy to it. Whereas Call of Duty's a little bit more of a run and gun kind of thing, and hope you have really good aim and map awareness to separate yourself from the other players. But yeah. Today? No, I actually haven't. This is my first time playing a game today, because I just don't feel good. I really just do not feel good. My headache is pretty nasty, but it's fairly stable. It doesn't seem to be getting worse, so that's kind of good, obviously. And I do have a hard time sticking to one game too. That's just a part of my personality. I try not to switch games every 5 minutes, but you know, there are times where I kind of struggle, and every 15 minutes I kind of want to play something else. And sometimes that has to do with the limited time that I have to play games on livestream. So it's like, play one game for an hour and a half, or play like 3 games, and you know what I mean? So just in case you're wondering, this is PvP. Predominantly. There's very little PvE. There are some PvE elements to the game in this map, but it's predominantly PvP, just in case you're wondering. The end is nigh. You will face the claws of justice. Everybody eventually does. can hang in there all you want. Yeah, you can shoot all the big green gook you want. You ain't gonna get shit. Plus, in Call of Duty, you can't turn yourself into a fucking raptor, or a lizard, or a bear, or go completely invisible for as long as you want. I'm just saying. So like I said, there's just a lot of appeal to this game, World of Warcraft. Again, it's not a game for everyone, right? Some people would look at this and go, what the fuck is this shit? Right? Come up here, Commander Carl. Oh, are you? Yeah, see, I like the idea of the, you know, the battle royales. I'm just so terrible at them. It takes like 10 minutes to get into a game, and your feet on the ground, ready for action to kill someone. And by the time something does happen, I get sniped from 5 miles away. Then I'm back in queuing up for another game. So it's kind of like... Well, there's a lot on the screen because I'm playing an epic battleground. So there's like up to 80 people in here. But if you're a caster, see, everybody's like well separated. We're social distancing, even in the world of Azeroth. Everyone's kind of keeping their distance a bit. Nope. Well, I mean, I played it a long time ago, and there's just no nice way of saying it. I just don't like the game. I like the concept of the game. But I much prefer, like, Warzone from Call of Duty. I prefer that kind of battle royale. PUBG, again, I like more than Fortnite. I don't like the building bullshit in Fortnite. What the fuck is that? But, you know, like I said, teach their own. Obviously, millions of people around the world like Fortnite, so... there you go. It's the same thing with this game. Some people think this game sucks. Because for those people, this game would suck. But for me, this is like the next best thing to sliced bread. So, like, those are NPCs right here, those two Spike Guard. Storm Spike, rather. But that guy down there is a real player that we were chasing. Yeah, there's a lot of tryhards. I try hard, but I don't do well. So I stop trying. Right? How dare I what? How dare you what? That's why I always say the best game is the game you enjoy, right? Not what somebody else thinks. Because people get offended when you're like, ah, fuck Fortnite, hate that game. They're like, what? There we go. So all these positions were taken over with the flag. They're all strategic points. So now that we captured it, now it's got the Horde banner. What that now means is that the graveyard is ours if we die. See, when you die, all the blue is the Alliance. These are destroyed. And then whatever's red, those are our graveyards where we'll spawn from. So that's the entire map. So we're trying to kick the crap out of their boss. This little bastard tried to come and capture the flag. Now we've got NPC guards guarding the tower. Back in the day in Classic, oh man, my rogue would come in and would fuck all 4 of them up. Just like that. Except now the game's a lot harder. In that aspect, you would not do well if you were just a regular DPS trying to kill the 4 NPC guards guarding a flag. You'd get your face stomped. There's a guy that thinks he's funny, but he's not. And if had he actually been funny and wasn't so generic and plain and copy and paste like everybody else, you may have been able to stick around longer to earn your troll cookie. But instead, you got canceled. Get the fuck out. Maybe next time you'll do better. What's wrong with being a gay bro? He wishes I was his gay bro. He's just jealous because he's not getting none of this. I know what it is. It's funny, all these people that always come in. You're so boring, then why are you in here? Are you even that more boring? That even though I'm boring, I'm that much more exciting than what you are? That probably made no sense, but it did to me. Ooh. Who? Met Noob? Jupiter. As long as you're not from Mars. This is World of Warcraft. A game I've been playing for about 16 years. I might actually die for the first time. Ooh. Oh, wow. That's the first time I die. It happens. Sometimes. I got 33 kills, 1 death. I can promise you nobody can do that in Call of Duty. No, this is a computer game only. So that's what it looks like when you die. Something I'm actually not used to doing in this game. Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, I'm hardcore into sports, too. Mednoob, do I know who you are? Are you the other guy that came in, and then I banned him, and then magically you showed up? Sometimes that happens. Oh, I'm just asking. I have to. When I ban someone that's trying to be funny, gay bro. You're boring. Yeah, okay. Again, I get so disappointed in people. They gotta do better. My How to Troll series 101, I swear to God. I'm gonna make that a playlist on my YouTube channel. Teach people how to properly troll. We got fucked up. Oh well, it happens. So, right in here, if anybody cares, the game's over. There's a big massive bunker there, like a big tower. Can't move. And inside there's an NPC. And he's an elite, and he'll have like 2 guards on each side. But as we took down these towers, right, like these bunkers that we were destroying, when you capture them, it lowers the defense of them. So if you don't, and you don't kill their commanders and you just rush in, they'll have like 200% more health, 200% more damage, you know, that kind of shit.
Break their bones.
So that's the strategy behind it, is finding the proper balance of how many towers and commanders you're going to take down, but also rushing to go in. Clearly we were too slow. We barely made it to the bridge. That was the last control point right there, that flag, before going in. But they beat our guy before we beat theirs. So that's what happens. Leave the battleground. I'm new, I swear. Okay, okay. I would never say to anybody that they are a boring gay bro. Oh, no, trust me, I'm the most boring. But it's okay, though. Why be all, like, super excitable, like, PewDiePie? Why be like that guy when you could be, you know, mellow like Pumpkinhead right here? You know what I'm saying? Never played this game, but I love the stylized 3D models. Well, it has never really has any events. Well, there's some events, it's just I wish there was more of them. But anyways. So I'm done with that. I might play some 2K Battlegrounds WWE. Yeah, because I've been playing WoW for 40 minutes. Which is not a bad thing. But if I do have to go somewhat soonish, I would prefer to diversify the games I play. Sometimes. Although when I play Marvel Avengers, I have to admit, I have a hard time putting that game down. Alright, I'm gonna head out because I'm a bit tired. No, it's because you're bored. It's okay, I get it. Thanks for stopping by, Felix. I shall see you soon. Stay safe. I know what you are saying. People need to be themselves, and I can't be super hype about every single thing. It's like, oh my god, guys, did you see that? We fucking did it, guys. We did it. We fucking won that match, yo. Like, that was just some fucking sick shit, man. I can't do that. It's just not who I am. Well, like, what the fuck is that? Get the pickle out of your ass and realize that even people that are high on meth eventually come down from their high. These overly, like, okay, guys, super exciting news. Today's Tuesday. We're one day closer to Friday. We're almost there, guys. What's the we part? Ain't nobody else playing with you. You're the one at the keyboard playing the fucking game. The other people are watching your stream. They're not partaking in playing the game. We did nothing. You did something. But they're trying to be inclusive and saying, we did this together. What, was the other guy holding the controller while you were playing the game? No. But I'm just saying, what I just did there, that's how a lot of YouTubers are sometimes. And it kind of drives me crazy, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. Alright. Purem always comes in at the worst times. I've been playing this game for 45 minutes. I'm about to play some wrestling and some football. And he's probably like, don't. But I get what they're doing. It's a psychological thing. Yeah, some people are naturally kind of like just hyper. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I don't like the acting part. You're not doing a Shakespeare play. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just, that's where that expression try hard came from. Literally people that just try too hard. Alright, I'm gonna do something really quick. And then I'll go to another game. Purem has been warned. He's lucky. I'm doing this because Purem's in here. I won't always do that. It is really funny, though. Because I'll play, like, World of Warcraft, and he comes in, he's like, hey, how's it going? I was like, I was just actually about to quit this game. But my title does say Random Games. So what I'm going to do is not much exciting. I'm not going to do the whole dungeon. I kind of just want to share a dungeon I used to farm back in the day for a mount called Stratholme. Been farming Goldthorn and Sungrass. Oh, I was just in the Hinterlands and Icecap and Winter Springs for the past 3 hours. Hello, Alum. How's it going? Yeah, me, it's kind of weird. You know, whether it's bipolar or, you know, having a hyperactivity disorder. Just my personality as a whole, I'm fairly mellow and laid back. But of course, I can have, like, my hyper moments where I talk loud super quick. And all that, but I'm definitely not like PewDiePie or Jacksepticeye or anybody that ends with an I. So, anyways, this is a dungeon. That's why you kind of see like that portal swirl thing. that basically dictates that it's an instanced area and that nobody else can come in and mess with you. There's an eastern... Let me check out that gate. So this area is a little bit different than on Classic. You don't have all these fancy towers like this. That's the basic entrance to Stratholme. I'm not going to get into the lore of it, but there's a pretty deep lore behind these dungeons. It actually looks quite a bit different that I almost don't even recognize the area. Thing about food getting hungry. Other than that, not much. New month, there's going to be 18 free games per PS Plus. Oh, nice. Yeah, exactly. If your name ends like in an I, that's it. It's no good. You can't be trusted. But yeah, like I said, it's good to have all these different personality types, though, when you think about it. There are people that think I sound half asleep. Half asleep. They come in just like that guy. No, you're boring. Have you listened to me talk for 2 minutes? I don't think people understand what a person who sounds half asleep sounds like. A guy that's like this, that's like, okay, guys, we're back, and we're gonna go through that gate, and there's no telling what will come. Let's go find out. Now, if someone talked like that, or if I talked like that, I could get someone going, dude, you need to kind of spicing it up a little bit. But apart from that, nah, I think I'm doing okay. Plus, like I said, I don't want to have to try to do anything extra because then that comes across as fake. It's not authentic. The best ones are... What? Oh. Oh, Haruki. Yeah. I make my own mood cakes since they don't do them anymore at my local 7-Eleven. Did you MedNoob livestream? That's an interesting name. I'm assuming you livestream predominantly. Did you randomly find me on YouTube while looking for something, or were you already subscribed to my channel and you got a notification that I was live?
Off with you.
All right, so in Dungeons now, they'll have a thing to the right-hand side, which they didn't have in Classic before. It'll kind of just give you a heads up as to what it is you need to do, and then it'll give you like a bonus objective. I'm just kind of going in, just really quickly. It's kind of like a revisit of this battleground, of this instanced dungeon that's designed for a 5-player team. This is where people used to come to farm one of the mounts. It was the same mount as the undead mount, which is like a Fury horse. But the Alliance generally can't get a Fury horse unless they came here. Isn't the Pally mount in there? No, the Pally mount is actually... So, where am I? I'm in here, Stratholme. You're actually thinking of... Let me find it. Right here, you're thinking of Sholomance. So I'm like somewhere... like over here. Yeah, so I'm like right there, you're thinking of right here. So same area, same vicinity, if you will. This is where people like us... Oh, actually, I might be able to show you. I might just be able to show you what it is I'm talking about. Let me show you. Okay, so... that's the standard horse. That's not a Fury horse. Let me just type in horse. How's that? How about I just show you what I'm talking about? So not that one. Okay, see how this one's different? See how this one's green and it's got like fire paws? It's got fire coming from there and emitting from the back. So instead of a green, it would be a blue. So there's purple. There's that's the non-Fury one. Actually, why don't I even do better than that? Bear with me here for a sec. Is it Group Finder? Is it Adventure Guide? There we go. What? There we go. Boom! Why talk when I can just show you? So notice the other ones I showed you, there was the purple, there was the green. There's the blue one. Anyways, that's the one that, bear with me. Get it? Okay. That's enough of that. But that's the mount that, if you were Alliance, really stood out, because that's predominantly a Horde faction-looking mount. So I used to come in here all the time and try to farm it. So anyways, there you go. That's what it looks like. Instead of me just trying to describe it to you. Hey Phil, hey Phil. Hey Reinhardt, who's saying hey Phil. Sorry, my bad grammar. English is my set. Hey, moi aussi, l'anglais c'est pas ma première langue, c'est le français que je parle. What's your first language? Is the green the best? No. Well, no, they're all the same. It's just different style. Japanese. Konnichiwa. I think I have a good voice for Japanese if I just know how to speak it a lot more. Oh, Serbian. Nice. German and English. Like the Alliance Raptor with the Raptor mount from Zul'Gurub, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Don't get too excited. No, it's not. It's very good. It's very, very good. So I'm not going to do the whole thing, just so you know. I'm just kind of sprinting around. I predominantly just wanted to see what it looked like, to see if the graphics looked a bit different. I have a lot of memories coming in here, trying to farm this place, and it was actually pretty nasty. So killing all these guys in 2 seconds, that's not how it worked. It would take a while. You would have to go in to these towers. You kill the person that's on the outside, like the Wraith, and then it would do something, and it would make it so that the boss would spawn. You'd have to come in here, kill the acolytes. See? And then it would just know the crystal has been toppled. Restore the ziggurat before the slaughterhouse is vulnerable. Now that's an interesting name, the ziggurat. Because I remember when I saw that, I didn't know if... I'll read the chat in a second. If that was like a World of Warcraft term, but then I saw an indie wizard-like game, and the game is called Ziggurat. So now I'm convinced that the word actually means something, and it's not something that Blizzard Entertainment came up with. Guten Tag. Yeah, I don't know what you just said there. Which level are you? I'm max level for World of Warcraft, so level 120 on retail. English! Or French, or whatever. Just to make sure we all understand each other. So anyways, that kind of shows you the vibe. Let me try to run through the dungeon. It's not like anything can kill me. I'm an almighty powerful lizard. Except I'm probably going to have to go back this way. But yeah, this dungeon was really hard 15 years ago. Like, this was pretty wild. But I thought I would just do something funny and kind of show off how powerful I am. They can't do nothing to me. Donc en français, oui, on peut parler un petit peu de français. A ziggurat's a type of massive structure built in ancient Mesopotamia. The hell's a Mesopotamia? Its structure is built. It has the form of terraced compound of successfully receding stories or levels. How long have I been playing this game? Like today or in general? In general, a little over 15 years. Did I get it? In general, yeah. A decade and a half. Okay, where the hell am I? I got distracted. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I've estimated that I've got close to 100,000 hours in this game. 100,000 hours. And that's not an exaggeration. Trust me, Pjorm could be like, oh yeah, I believe it. Yeah, so we can't... Let's go this way. Oh yeah, this will close on me with a bunch of bugs. See? Oh, I actually managed to escape. That's actually funny. Anyways, I just wanted to see if it, like, what's the word I'm looking for? If it looked any different. But the main thing is that it gives you the progress. You don't get this on the side. Telling you, you know, what you need to do to advance to the next phase. Sometimes you kind of have to figure it out on your own. And that can be not so fun. You should... You would be Master Sensei if I start... Oh, yeah. Don't really need these, but... Please read what Aquino official wrote. I want to know how it sounds. What? Être de retour, besoin de prendre un verre. So in other words, she's saying, even though that's kind of like broken French, she'll be back. She needs a glass. Allergies. Abominations defeated. Oh, I guess I can go this way. See, this is the part that can be a little bit confusing. Yeah, like technically you can tell she was using Google Translate. Because instead of saying être de retour, you would say je vais retourner, or whatever. But it, you know, it's decent enough that you can make out what the person is saying, what they were trying to get at. So we're kind of near the end of the dungeon. It's not very long dungeon, like in terms of how long it takes to actually get through the dungeon. The idea was that it took you a long time if you were the appropriate level for this dungeon, right? Like even this area here, of course I'm making it look easy, but even for a well-geared group of 5 people, you had to be careful. My real name is Francois. I just go by Frank. My cousin's name is Francois. I don't think I've played WoW in like 6 years. Yeah. Ramstein. Didn't even have a chance to touch him. I sneezed on... Oh, a new appearance. There you go. Oh, there's the nice red stick I wanted. Well, there you go. When you loot stuff, now I can transmog my staff to look like that. That's actually kind of cool. Wow, a lot of fish. That's just been sitting around in my bags for a long time. Oof. Now, very few people are going to understand this, but... Did I just literally go into... What the hell did I just do there? How did I manage to do that? Oh, there we go. Ah, the door. Ah, that's interesting. Lord Aureus Rivendare. Well, how can I do that? That bug is still there from 15 years ago. Bought Spider-Man for PS4. Nice, thanks for the advice. Yeah, great game, well worth the purchase. Got the Game of the Year edition, yep. Aquino official, tell me something in Serbian. Hey, hey. The door's ajar. No, that's when it's open. That's what my Chrysler LeBaron used to say when I would open the door. The door is ajar. And I was like, no, a jar is a jar. The door is a door. Get it? I was trying to be funny. So this is the part... Oh, that's why. I have all these waiting for me. Okay, that's why. You have to get all these guys. Yeah, Chrysler LeBaron. Now I think the door is open. Because it's telling us here to defeat him and the 5 Blackguard sentries. Oh, there they are. So those guys don't come out until... Okay, so that's what was happening. So it made it look like there was a glitch. When in fact there wasn't any. Hello, Big Shrek. How's it going? There we go. So, in Classic Purm, it's not Lord Aureus Rivendare. It's the other guy, but because time goes on and the story progresses, it's actually another Baron Rivendare, isn't it? Isn't it Baron? It's not Leroy Jenkins. Killing this guy is generally incredibly hard. Now, just so you know, I'm probably not going to get the horse, but I have tried the horse. I think it said on an add-on I used to have. I think it was like 2,000 times or something absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, there's no mount. The horse didn't fit in his pocket. That kind of looks like my Thor hammer from Marvel Avengers. So that's essentially a dungeon. You got like little certain things you got to do. And what was fun about the classic dungeons that you don't always get now. Oh, see? Now you get NPCs that greet you from the Brotherhoods of the Light. You don't get that in Classic, where they just come in and now they're patrolling the area because you just took over the area, right? That's not how... Look at that. Argent Crusade. So I kind of like how they do that. In Classic, it was still like... You know, it just wasn't like that. I have been into PvP that I have stopped doing instances to chill and and easy. Right? Oh, you missed my Alterac Valley earlier. Actually, right when you came in, I had just finished my Alterac Valley. You still have a ghost that appears for potions. Well, there was a weird potion thing that would have it look like you had a little black ghost follow you. I had one before, I don't know what happened to it. Lufthansa. But anyways. Yeah, so like I said, I've been playing WoW for an hour and I actually have to go pretty soon. What the f... That's how you get out. I don't either. So it can't be an insult if I don't get what was being said. Normally you can exit. Nah. Can't you exit that spot? Pretty sure you can. Huh. But I like that, how all the NPCs come in. Can I use the portal to get out?
Hey there. See you around.
Huh.
Can I help you?
Anyhow, like I said, you won't get this in Classic, this type of treatment. Oh, it's not about maps, it's a whole psychotic game. I mean, oh man. Wouldn't even know where to begin. So the original game without any expansions included Kalimdor and the Eastern Kingdoms. Then when we had the Burning Crusade, we were given Outlands, which gave us this entire map. That was for Burning Crusade. Then we had Northrend added, which was Wrath of the Lich King. Then we had Cataclysm, which revamped the world of Eastern Kingdoms, Kalimdor, and it gave us the, the island for the Kazan for the gnomes, and it gave us an instanced area for the Worgen. Then we had Myths of Pandaria, so that gave us this whole area. Then we had Draenor, which was out in here, which was a re-instanced level of the Burning Crusade map, completely different. Then we were given Broken Isles for the last expansion. Now we're given Zandalar and Kultiras, and then. There's just a lot of shit. And each map is pretty effing big. Like, I mean, right now I'm in the Eastern Kingdoms up here. This might look small, but perspective-wise, I'm in this area, and I'm right in here. It would probably take me a good couple of minutes flying just to go from one end of the map to the next. It'd probably take me a good 2-3 minutes just to do this clearing. So, and that's this area here. So imagine if you start from the top, you fly all the way down from peak to peak. I think it takes about 15 minutes to go down. Maybe 12 minutes if you're flying now at a good speed. So, it's a big game. Very big game. Oh, take it easy, Reinhardt. But yeah, like I said, I might just end the stream after this, to be honest. Because I'm probably going to fiddle around and I'm kind of like all over the place right now, even though I stuck to the same game for over an hour. I'm kind of in the mood to play some football, basketball, Avengers, WW2K Battlegrounds. It's just kind of all over the place. But like I said, when people think of me, what I want them to think, apart from being crazy and someone that just rambles on 100 miles an hour, World of Warcraft, Call of Duty, Skater XL, and assorted, you know, just like sports games in general. That includes like your UFCs, your wrestling, your basketball, your soccer, football kind of thing. All the additional games, well, like NBA 2K, right? Well, Madden's football. That one's basketball. Oh, you meant sports. Yeah, just sports in general. Things like Marvel Avengers, Ghosts of Tsushima, I almost forgot the name of the game. Things like Days Gone, or any of those other games that I play. Well, the newest one. It has to be the newest one. It has to be. For my YouTube channel, or no one would watch that. I barely have any people watching me now with the new stuff. But yeah, the new one. Yeah, all those games I just listed, those are because they're new and relevant, right? I would love to play... For sports games, I predominantly do PS4 Pro. I see no advantages to playing it on the PC. But, what was I going to say? I forget now. Yeah, so for games like the ones I mentioned there, like The Last of Us, Days Gone, games like Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, those will always be a part of my channel, but when they're new and current. Again, that doesn't mean I'll never play a game like Red Dead Redemption 2, even though it's kind of like older, right? It's not a new game. It's still a fun game, but it's not current, relevant. Well, then again, neither is this, but it's still a very popular game for some live streamers. You know, your World of Warcraft, your Call of Duties. But I like playing the more relevant, newer games too a lot of times, just to kind of showcase the game. Like, oh, that's what it looks like. Oh, it doesn't seem to be lagging as much. Are you still playing this one on the PlayStation? Yeah. Oh, wow, it does look a lot better. Fuck, shit. You know what? I think I am going to buy the game now. So that's actually a huge reason. What's behind me? My green screen and a couple of boas and snakes and reptile tanks? Or do you mean in the game? This is a druid-only area. Yeah, I don't play multiplayer anyways, but yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna go here for a quick sec. All I'm gonna do now is not much. That's exciting, eh? Well, I mean, I do have a green screen. Right? Maybe it jittered or went wonky or something. But I have a big, massive, like, roll-up green screen so that I can blank out my background. Could be an artifact glitch. It's okay. The boogeyman's not coming to eat me. Because I am the boogeyman. Alright. I want to show you some perspective for anyone who gives a shit. So, World of Warcraft. We are... Well, we're here. That's just one like, look at that, right? That's just like... okay? That's just one part of the game. Now we're going to zoom in to the Eastern Kingdoms. And I'm right here. We're going to zoom in a little bit even more, so you get a bit of a perspective. I was all the way up here, by the way. When I was in that dungeon there, that orangey area, I was in here. Obviously, I teleported, came all the way here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fly from here straight down to there. Just that small little section. But I'll show you how long it takes to do that. Just to give you some perspective as to how big the game is. So that you get a sense of the scaling of the game. That all depends if I have the money and if one is available. But I want to say that in a perfect world, I would buy one. I definitely, with all due respect, don't want an Xbox. I mean, if one fell from the sky. See, so we kind of moved just from there to there. Now, this is all Stranglethorn Vale here, this entire area. So I'm just going to kind of more or less go straight. Just to kind of show you the scaling, just to do that little nub on the map. Show you how long it takes just to fly across. So again, when you're playing the game normally on Classic, you don't get to fly, right? You have to use a land mount, which is a lot slower. This is how slow a land mount is. This is all you can do in Classic WoW, so it's going to give you a sense of scale again, that the game is a lot bigger than what it really is. So this is slow. But when you fly like this, it's so much faster. Are you going to play Generation Zero? Hey, Kevin, how's it going? I've been meaning to play that game. The only reason I haven't bothered is just because it's not like a new game. I try to play... I know I'm playing a 16-year-old game here, but I do try to play some of the newer games that I'm currently still doing stuff in at the moment. Technically speaking, Ghost of Tsushima is still a relatively new game. I beat the game. There's still a lot of side content I haven't done. And I haven't even gone back and streamed it. Generation Zero being, you know, just that much older. It's one of those things where if I have the spare time to play a one-off game, so like Grand Theft Auto 5, Red Dead Redemption, playing Generation Zero, or even an Assassin's Creed, a random game that's not really super current, it's a little unlikely that I'll do it. I did it when the Phoenix Rising DLC came out, because then that was current, it was new, it was fresh. I covered that, and then once it was done, I kind of just, no offense, went on to the next thing, because there's just so many games that keep coming out. If you have PS Plus, there will be 18 games for free to claim next month. God of War, nice. Mini fridge, yeah. It's really big. I know she said the same thing, thanks. Oh, you're talking about the map. Yeah, that's a big map. Xbox mini fridge, still a better name than the Xbox Series S or X, yeah. Again, you know, just so people know, I don't have anything against Microsoft. I think they're just a fine company. Same with Sony. It's like Coke and Pepsi. What do your taste buds tell you is better? There isn't really one that's better than the other. One's better suited for you than the other. I have nothing against Xbox. I've had some personal issues with a few of their machines, so naturally it's going to have me have a biased opinion on it because I've had way more issues with Microsoft Xboxes than I have Sony PlayStations. So it's hard for me not to base my decision based on my personal interactions with these machines. It's not like I'm just like, yeah, fuck Xbox, just because that's what everybody's saying. Like, no, I can actually back up the shit talking. So all that I just did there for a couple of minutes, that was, there it is there. So remember when I went through the portal there? So that was there, and I just did that little part, and you saw kind of like how long it took, like a good 3 minutes-ish or so. 3. Yeah, so it would take a good amount of time to just to kind of give you a sense again of the scale for the game, if that kind of did it or not. Yeah, the Xbox looks like a router. I like how the PlayStation 5 looks, but I don't. If that makes any sense. It's like I like it, but I don't. It's kind of confusing, I get it, but... Oh, another druid, but of the opposing faction. Yeah, I may have to go in just a few minutes. Just in case you're curious, that's another high-level player of the opposing faction. That's why they're red. This is an NPC, so they're yellow. They're kind of neutral. Okay, because I recently started playing Generation Zero, and so my game froze when logging in, and I actually had to remove my save and start over again. Yeah, you shouldn't have to technically do that. Listen, $300 for an Xbox Series S. Don't ask me what that was. Is a good price for people who don't want to buy $500. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't care about 4K... There's another one. If you don't care about 4K and something else, and 120 hertz at 1080p or some shit, then the Series S is good enough for you. It's still a jump over the Xbox One X. So now we're in Booty Bay. We're more in Horde territory. I'm going to log out of the game. Like I said, yeah, I could do this for hours, and trust me, not everybody's going to want that. But yeah, it could be a lot of fun. Yeah, some of these games I just don't really play anymore. StarCraft 2 I used to play quite a bit. It's a fun game. Warcraft 3 is fun as well. I don't mind playing that sometimes. Haven't played it in a long time, though. But yeah, Generation Zero should just kind of work, or you can back up your save and then kind of reload it again and see if it works. That's the thing with computer games. Sometimes they can be a little bit wonky, and it's kind of hard to troubleshoot or diagnose what the issue is. But yeah. Yeah, because it's been almost a half hour, I think I am just going to take a break, to be honest. I think I'm going to stretch my legs, get some fresh air. Might play some guitar. I traded in one of my older guitars, and I got another guitar, a brand new guitar. Well, it's not brand new. It's a used guitar, but it's new in my possession. So I might tinker around with it a little bit. I got to do some minor adjustments to it. I might do that for a bit. And I could be back in as little as an hour. That's always that iffy one, eh? Between 4 and 8 o'clock Eastern time. You know, that's kind of like my wishy-washy period where I'm just never sure. Kind of has to do with how much work around the house there is, or just if I feel like it to begin with, to be honest. But there's a good chance I'll probably be back at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. And my mood can drastically change. Chances are I'm not going to play much World of Warcraft later. I could end up playing some a bit more later, but I think, you know, I got a good hour and a half in today. I'm probably going to want to, like I said, spread out my time accordingly. I still have to do a video showcasing the update for Madden Football to kind of share with people how I feel the game feels in comparison to the previous update, you know, that kind of stuff. There's only so many hours in a day, right? Really, so. But yeah. Who knows? Tonight, I might even play a bit more Crusader Kings 3, everybody's favorite game. You know, the one where where I got my son's wife pregnant and then had a kid, and then my second wife, because I had 3 wives at the same time, my second one wasn't happy, so she murdered my son's wife that I had the affair with. And the window's open, there's people outside having a barbecue. So that's what actually even makes it even funnier. So they're probably like, oh my god, what's wrong with this guy? But yeah, that game's pretty wild. As well, Crusader Kings. Much slower game, especially if you don't know what you're doing. But yeah. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, like I said, and I could be back within the hour, and if not, I'll probably more than likely be back within 4 hours-ish from now for a little bit. And of course, if I do know for sure what games I'll play, then obviously I'll put them in the title. If I just don't know, that's when I just leave it at random games, because I'm kind of like all over the place. Like, I didn't know I was only going to play World of Warcraft for an hour and a half. The plan was I was going to play it for 15 minutes, and then I was going to hop into 2 other games. We all see how well that worked out. But yeah. All right, I shall return a bit later. Bye for now.